Hello, everybody. My name is Cameron Monroe. Today, for Module 2, Assignment 6, I chose my two strategies to be the KWL chart strategy and the four corners vocabulary chart strategy. So I'm going to start out with the KWL chart strategy. KWL stands for know, what want to know, and learn. Okay, so theoretically, in this example, my students would be given a book, maybe early education students, and the book is Little Red Riding Hood. I can give them the book or a picture of the book, and they can make a prediction on what they want to know. But of course, you start off on what you already know. So if I was somebody who knew a little bit about Red Riding Hood, I could say, what do I know? I could say there's a wolf in it. There's a wolf in it. I could say there's a girl who wears a red cape, um, and the wolf tries to get the girl. The wolf tries to get the girl. Boom. That's what I already know. What I want to know is maybe how they met or how they meet, and I could say how the story ends. That's always a good thing to want to know, I think. How the story ends. Okay, we'll ignore this. Ignore. Ignore. Okay. Sweet. And learned. After they read the book, they can type what they learned. So, what do we know? The wolf pretends to be the girl's grandmother. That was funny. Yeah, not cool, Mr. Wolf. Not cool. Yep. And she discovers it's a wolf. Yep. So that's a basic premises of the KWL chart. I think it's good because students get to really dissect the book, or, it doesn't have to be a book, any type of learning lesson. They can dissect it and kind of incorporate it into their own knowledge, forehand knowledge, and prediction knowledge, and knowledge once they actually acquire that knowledge from the learning. Moving on, we'll go to the four corners vocabulary chart. Another strategy here. So, the four corners vocabulary chart is a method to dissect vocabulary words. Okay, so I have an example here. Our word is going to be house. If an ELL student, maybe early education, is given the word house, it would look something like this. So, you could start with an illustration, and I got one from Google, but the drawing would probably look something like this, right? And we'll put the vocabulary word here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We'll ignore that. The vocabulary word is house, of course. They'll have to spell it themselves. We'll go up here to sentence. We'll use the word in the sentence. Did not plan this part out. I'll make one up on the fly. I went to my house yesterday. That's something they would write. And the definition of house could be a place where someone lives. Plain and simple, not too bad. But they get an in-depth learning on vocabulary words this way, and I think it's very useful for them to completely understand the premises of a vocabulary word. Thanks for joining me today. Everybody have a good one. Thanks.